My house has a room that doesn't exist on any blueprint. We moved into an old house that had just been renovated. At least that's what we were told. Everything seemed normal until I noticed something strange about the hallway. It was too long. From outside, the house should have ended several feet earlier. I convinced myself I was imagining it. Then the tapping started. Every night around 2 a.m. Soft, slow, coming from inside my bedroom closet. For weeks I ignored it, until one night. I emptied the closet and knocked on the back wall. It sounded hollow. I ran my hand across the wood and found a thin seam hidden behind the paint. A door. One that wasn't supposed to be there. I pulled it open. Behind it was a narrow room barely large enough to stand in. No windows. No vents. No light. Just a single wooden chair facing the wall. The air inside felt freezing cold, like stepping into a different building. I took one step forward, then another, and that's when I heard the door behind me creak. I spun around. The chair was no longer facing the wall. It was facing me. I know it sounds impossible, but I remember exactly how it looked, because I couldn't stop staring at it. Then, without a sound, it moved. Just a few inches. Closer. I slammed the hidden door shut and ran. That night, I stayed awake. At 3:07 a.m., I heard something inside the walls. Not tapping, dragging. A slow scraping sound. Back and forth. Back and forth. Like someone was pulling a chair across the floor, toward my room. The next morning, I told my parents. The color drained from their faces. Neither of them asked a single question. That afternoon, contractors arrived. They tore out the entire closet and filled the space behind it with concrete. I asked what was in there. Nobody answered. 2 months later, we moved away. I've lived in 4 houses since then, and every single one has had a closet that feels a little too deep. Last night, I measured one. The inside is 6 feet longer than the outside wall should allow. And the tapping has started again.